What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. Today we're going to go over a day trading recap. It's not a good day, it's a red day, but it's manageable. Check it out. Well, guys, today I traded stock ARE. It's a one and done day for me, unlike yesterday where I went, a couple of trades, but today one and done. I went after ARE. I guess you could say it's almost two trades because I first entered the trade on a starter position, much like yesterday's trade. So I enter that starter and immediately the stock starts to move up on me. I'm like, come on, man, not again. Give me a chance to add. So it moves up on me and I take a good chunk of my profit right off the table, right out the gates, right there, bang, book it to a profit, and then we don't extend. We pull back into the to a support zone, and I'm like, maybe now I can just add to it. So I add right back to full size on the trade, thinking, hey, this is a support zone. This is an area I would normally be actually entering. So maybe now I should just take my add and go back to full size. I had already knocked off about 95% of my position. So I go right back to full size and I'm looking for the bounce. Doesn't come. I get stopped out. And that was it. It was the red day. But we're going to jump into the charts here. I'm going to show you really quickly the live trade as well. Before we do me a quick favor. Smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel. And, help me out here. Share the channel. Help me grow the channel. We've, gotten back over, we've gotten well over 13,000 now. So I'm looking to keep growing the channel, reaching more people who truly want to learn how to trade. So help me out here. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't want to upload my videos, and let's go ahead and jump into the charts. So when I was a kid, guys, my parents would take us to the Florida the Keys. We obviously live in Florida, so we would go to the Keys and rent a house down there. They'd rent a house, take the boat down. We'd have a lot of fun, a week or two, fishing, boating, just so much fun. I love it. I mean, it's one of my passions. Today we own a house down there and rent it out in the winter. It's an investment property, but in the summertime, family uses it. We go down there. The boat's right on the water, the lift. You guys remember, if you watched my YouTube channel last year, I was down there spending the summer working on the house and getting things ready to rock and roll, and just enjoy it down there. It's one of the things that I enjoy the most. And when I was a kid, I would just fish all day long. I'd fish all day long. Even if I didn't catch anything, I would just fish all day long, fish really hard. But even if I didn't catch anything, I would still enjoy it. I would still have fun. I would still enjoy the scenery and just enjoy it, right? As long as the weather was good, I would enjoy my time fishing. I also, as outdoorsy as I am, that I like to fish and hunt and stuff like that and go to the range, I also play a video game. I only play one video game, honestly. It's the only video game I play. It's Apex Legends. And I play with a buddy of mine. We play online. And it's fun. We can have a 1 hour gaming session there playing that game, and if we have a bad session, we still enjoy it and have fun playing the video game, right? So we still enjoy it and we have fun playing the video game, and it doesn't tax me. It's enjoyable. We talk about the stock market. We enjoy the session. Now, on days like today, where the stock market is acting like the way it's acting, then it's really not that fun. It's really not that fun because we end up just churning ourselves. We end up spending mental capital or wasting our capital in our account, right? It's not like when we have fun doing something we're passionate about. I'm a very competitive person by nature. I like to win, right? If I'm not winning at the game, I'm still having fun. If I'm not winning fishing, I'm still having fun. I used to study martial arts when I was younger. I'd go to tournaments. We're talking about state championships, everything. I was really into it. I have all the trophies here from my childhood, and I would enjoy that. If I went and I lost, I got second place, third place, whatever, fourth place, I would lose with grace. I'm not a sore loser by any nature, but I enjoyed the process. Now, on days like today where the market is acting the way it is, it's not enjoyable. It's not enjoyable, and you can easily overtrade. You can easily hurt your account or hurt your mental capital by churning yourself. So you got to recognize it and take the pedal off the metal when that happens, right? So I'm sorry, the foot off the pedal. So I'm taking the foot off the pedal here, and just one and done for me. Now we're going to go ahead and go over those trades here real quickly here, and you'll see what the charts look like, and you can see why it quickly doesn't become fun, right? It's just not fun. It's not fun. It turns into a lot of work for nothing. All right, guys, let's jump into this recap here on the day. One trade for me today, just one trade for me today, and that was it. You know, just nothing else. We started off the morning. We went over the watch list here at the daytraderchatroom.com dashboard. AUVI, APRE, BCTX, ALF, all on watch. ALF made the biggest move today, I believe. You know, as far as intraday move, you had a huge gap up on AUVI, good gap up on APRE, and I thought, it's like when I said in pre-market, I was like, guys, you know, today is going to be, I think maybe the first hour of the day we'll get some action. Then we got Fed meetings, so we'll probably see decreasing in volume, all right, as the morning progresses. However, I don't even think we got 1 hour of good action. Sure, if you like to chase momentum and scalp things as they squeeze, then you had really good opportunities on ALF if that's your thing, right in here. But that's not what I do, right? That's not how I trade. So today I was really looking for some clean setups. And you know, you might ask, okay, Jesse, well, what does a clean setup look like? Well, if you're a member here at the Day Trader chat room and you've been here for a while, you don't ask that question because you already know, right? You already know what a clean setup looks like. ALF yesterday, this was a very clean setup. We had daily levels here lining up with VWAP 9 AMA, and you had a very nice trade, right? My first trade was in here. My second trade was in here. Very nice clean setups. We didn't get those on ALF today. ALF just grinding sideways here and then boom, and then that's it, right? And then AUVI, which I thought had a lot of potential, nothing. You know, we broke VWAP here. I was like, okay, well, maybe we can break and hold VWAP. We don't hold it. We just get clobbered all the way back down, and no trades for me on AUVI. Then you had BCTX. Whoops, that's not BCTX. Here you go, BCTX. Now BCTX, you know, straight off of the bell, moves higher, pulls in, kind of double bottoms. Very nice setup here. Breaks over VWAP. I was watching it. We don't hold. I'm like, I lose interest on it. Then we get a quick little pop. But look what happens. We don't even get up towards the high of day. We put in and we begin to hold VWAP pretty nicely. You got VWAP there, the 38.2 Fibonacci level. You're holding that zone there. Coincides with nothing on the daily, so I'm like, I'm going to let that one go. I don't like the volume as well. You know, we talked about the volume. We had very nice volume here. Then you had a desert of like almost no volume for a while, and a couple of increases in volume here and here, brought to you again by just a desert of nothingness. You would watch the time and sales, and the time and sales would barely move. So I was like, guys, look, I don't like the volume. I'm not going to partake in this trade here. This is a level that I'd be watching, but I'm not going to trade it. And I didn't trade it. No trades for me on BCTX either. So no trades on AUVI, no trades on BCTX, no trades on ALF. AMC always on watch. Nothing, absolutely nothing there. And all that was left was APRE. I liked APRE for a couple of reasons. 14.8 million shares in the float, had positive news with meeting its efficacy endpoint. And we had, I think here, let me quickly, yep, right here you go. We'll put APRE on the trade ideas. Short float, 28%, 14 million shares in the float with a 28%, you know, short interest there. I'm like, okay, well, this is awesome. You know, at least the trade idea is showing me that big short float there. Trade ideas link in the description and comment section of the YouTube video with a coupon code for you. I thought, okay, maybe this is the one that's going to have a shot, right? I thought that one will have a shot. So I take one trade on this one. So let's go ahead and put out the fib levels that were out at the moment. Let's retrace this chart back here. And what do? Similar to yesterday's action in ALF, that very first red to green move like that, we pop our head up above VWAP right there, and I take a starter position. Same thing as yesterday, just 25% of what I wanted, take a starter there. And then we immediately just boom, right to the highs. I'm like, come on, man, is this going to happen to me again with just a starter? I was like, okay, well, I'll do what I can. So right up here, I almost top ticked it. 780 at the time was the high. I got some fills at 777. So I'm in 744. That was my alert. First take profit, 777. And then I take some more profit off at 769. And then in this candle right here, this red candle, right there, I add to full size. Right there, I just smack a market order, get back in full size on that quick little pullback, because I thought, you know, we might get a pop and squeeze through the highs and go to $8, right? We're above the resistance level here on the daily of $7. We've held that $7 like a champ. Okay, we've pulled into the 730 area here. We've held it. VWAP is there. I'm like, okay, bet, you know, I'm gonna resistance earlier, resistance here, maybe now support. I add back to full size this time here, and I'm looking for what? That to send us higher. We don't get that, right? This is what I'm just looking for when I added back. We don't get it. I really thought we were gonna get it because, I mean, it just made sense. Positive press release, good volume, high short interest. Nothing else was moving around, but it didn't. It didn't do it. Stopped me out. I cut my stop. You know, bang, where did I stop out? Let me see real quick here. It was 730 something. So I get my stop, 737. I stop out of the entire position and take, you know, a regular size loss. You know, regular size loss. It's not big, it's not small. It's just a regular little loss, you know, normal loss for me. And I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch this thing, see if it resets itself. And see if it resets itself. And it doesn't. It never reset itself. It never reset itself. It's established tremendous VWAP resistance. And that was it. Let me take a quick look here and see if I recorded that trade. I think I might have. I was trying to, but I don't remember if I got around to clicking the button. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, okay, well, I only got it when I added already to it. Yeah. So in, take profit. Then here on this candle, I'm like, bet this thing's going to be an awesome trade. I add 900 shares again because I only had 100 shares left. So I'm in full size here. You know, I'm only risking a couple $100. So I'm like, okay, let's go. You know, if this thing breaks through the high, goes to $8. I'm in from an average now of 765. My initial entry was 744, but I added, you know, I only had 250 shares on the push. I had 100 shares here on this dip, so I add 900, new average 765, and I'm looking for that quick push. But we don't get it. Right there, I cut it. Right there, I cut it, and you know, I take my small loss. No biggie. What I lose, a couple $100? That's perfectly fine within my risk tolerance. So I take my loss, and then I sit here patiently, going through charts, waiting around, looking for something, looking for a setup. Nothing. So I sit here, red on my day with just one trade. There's days where you push, there's days where you don't, and today for me is a day that I don't push. You know, it's really simple. Alright guys, so that's it for me today. As you can see, manageable red day. I hope you learned something about managing risk on here. No holding and hoping. Stops get hit, I'm out of there and moving on to the next one. Remember to smash the like button for me. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you on the next one.